we gotta divest ourselves from this business, man. Like the donut shop is just not doing anything. It's losing us. I guess I would just keep it open, even if it is like a financial drag. I'll keep it open as like a reminder that we should not open a donut shop and we should open like another store. Just want to make sure. Let me look at the schedule. Eric and Ava are working like every single day, but there's not even a reason to have two cash registers. So like, forget that. We should open like a jewelry store. And I would love let me get just put more food things to sell. No, this is like, you know how much money I have put into this business to like raise its margins by 10%, and then raising its margins by 10% earns me like 20 extra dollars a day. It cost me $15,000 to like buy the equipment to sell croissants or whatever. Like it takes 100 years for it to hit the break-even point. I'll be dead by then. So, I'm gonna open up Bizman. Average daily income $108. What the hell? Let me look at the. I need to look at Market Insider. We are in Hell's Kitchen. Demand for donuts, cheap flowers, expensive gifts. We already sate that. How about expensive flowers? They don't seem like they have good margins. People do not like jewelry, or 50% demand for jewelry. What other neighborhoods are near us here? Let me see what neighborhoods look like. The Garment District is just south of us. How's the Garment District doing for demand? They love jewelry, dude. Okay, so open up Google Maps. I don't even think I've ever purchased. That's not true. I've purchased like a couple items of jewelry in my entire life, but I can't imagine the demand being 100%. Coffee, sandwiches, I totally get. Jewelry, I'm a little surprised, but okay, you know what? Maybe it's time for us to rent a larger building. Like, what about this bad boy right here? 285 meters squared. Can I open this in Bizman? Daily rent is $120. Oh, you're right. That's not the right district. That's Murray Hill. What the heck is this then? This is just nothing? This is districtless? Well, you don't have to open a business right away. You got to do your research first. Let me look at Murray Hill. Demand. They still love jewelry there. Okay, let's get some expensive. How about, yeah, cheap jewelry is also great. All right. Let's load it up. Google Maps. Murray Hill. These are where my other stores are. 285. Okay, let's set that destination. Let's get it started. Make sure we're eating some food, too. Which band has the best name but makes the worst music? I don't know. I did see... You see the tweet that was... It's not a bad question. It's just very hard to come up with an answer, okay? Because I don't know. What's in a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet, right? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, if you're turning, you have to turn into the lane closest to you! That's actually... It's completely his fault. He's at fault. Anyway, did you see the tweet where Imagine Dragons said their worst nightmare is some kid getting bullied for saying he loves their music, and then the quote tweet just said, "I've got some bad news for them." It's very mean-spirited, but also quite funny. $5 an hour to park here? Holy cow. Well, you gotta spend money to make money. Daily rent, $69? This is so much cheaper than the one that I was actually looking at. Let me just take a look inside real. Oh! Oh! Oh, baby. Check your traffic index. I mean, 10 is pretty bad. But so, you know, we're making a ton of money on a traffic index of 10 at Thrifties, man. No, never mind. The traffic index is 31. You can't terminate a contract if you're inside of the building. It's known as trespassing. Let's terminate that contract. Open up Google Maps. How about this one? 285 meters squared, open in Bisman. Traffic index of 40? Ooh. On 5th. Wait, is that even in Murray Hill, though? Oh, it's in Murray Hill, baby. 40's pretty good. Oh, dude, don't even start with me. With people, most annoying things drivers can do, making this right turn, not even looking to see if anybody else is, because they make the right turn on red, and then they're like, oh, I need to be in this lane, actually. Or, oh, I need to turn right. First, let me swing my fucking Fiat 500 1,000 meters to the left to just, like, crash into people that are going straight in this lane, even though the roads are designed for cars to drive on them in the first place. I don't want to park on 5th Avenue, man. I'm going to have to take out, like, a second mortgage. Also, I don't even have a first mortgage yet. $5 is way cheaper than I expected. $120. We live with that. Let me walk inside. It's beautiful. It's worth paying the extra for the traffic index, I'm sure. I would love to start a new business. $4K a month for rent. I know, it's so cheap. What is this, like a studio apartment in Yaletown? Bisman. 54 5th Avenue. I don't know why I said avenue like that. We're going to open a jewelry store. 0 competitors, 100% demand. That's crazy. We're going to call these, let me think. Family Jewels. You know what? Great. Do you work for VH1? It's a great answer. We need some baskets. We need a minimum of 1 product. We need a cash register or a checkout counter. It is 4 p.m. Open up Google Maps. Let me find, you know what? We're so close to Peterson and Sons. We also need a wholesaler. Wholesaler. I don't know how to find anything. Wholesale store. There it is. Open up a craft brewery. It does seem like it's probably a pretty good business model. Sorry, guys. I just gotta, like, time is money, okay? Hey, that's, you just gave me Sips's name as a jewelry store? I didn't steal Sips's name. I stole a suggestion from chat. Somebody else stole the name. Like, the profit margins on beer have got to be like, it's like the profit margins on soda, right? He tried to take my spot. It's just like water and barley. Stack of shopping baskets. We need a jewelry showcase. Jewelry floor showcase. Holy cow. It's $10,000 just for the damn infrastructure. Thanks so much. What type of business would you open IRL? I have no idea, honestly. Maybe did you see the new startup that's making shoes that make you walk up to 250% faster, also known as roller skates? You need a cash register too? So true, if you'll excuse me. I like to keep my spot open for me. Do you know how much money I spend here? I would like to, call me crazy on this one. I would like to open a business that has a lot of demand and not a lot of supply. That guy just said I can't find any cash register. I don't know, man. I guess I'll just buy like a checkout counter. It won't work. All right. I mean, I guess it would be weird to go to like a luxury jewelry store and then put all your stuff on like a conveyor belt, but let me go. I could take it from the donut shop, but you don't understand. I'm leaving the donut shop as a reminder to only sell products that are like worth a lot of money. Opens in 14 hours. I've realized the error of my ways. Yeah, but it has two? Yeah, but it also has 2 staff. And if I'm firing staff, like honestly, at that point, we might as well just unwind the whole business, and then I no longer have that fire in my belly. You know, I no longer have that weight around my neck that forces me to push a little harder. Okay, place me. Reassign the staff? No, I'm not going to do that. It's probably the right thing to do. I'm not going to do it. It's not about doing the right thing. It's about having fun, okay? They're trained. You're absolutely right. They're trained. Why not? Min-maxing my fucked up donut shop doesn't sound as fun to me as just going all in, making another business. And I'm playing with a digital toy right now. So rather than try to listen, it's not real money. It's not a real donut shop, and the people that are doing it are not real people. We're just gonna spool up another business. It's gonna be just fine. Let me just rest for like an hour and 32 minutes here. Also, what I mean, I think there's an element of this that's true in real life too. Also, what? So we can just see like our net worth go up a little bit faster, but digitally speaking, you can't take it with you. Don't you remember what Mama Odie said? Froggy was a rich man. Something, something, something. It won't make you happy now. Would it make you happy? Did it make you happy then? Hey. Okay, take me back here. I don't need a cabinet. I got a jewelry display already. I need a cabinet to put the cash register on. Squeeb. Thank you. I would say I'm pro Princess and the Frog. Dude, there's no traffic here. What happened to New York? Cabinet with drawers. Why wash these windows when you can wax these drawers? The usual Mr. Wick. I gotta see John Wick 4, man. I know that this is now a segment called Did You See That Tweet? But did you see that tweet where it said John Wick 4 made $90 million at the box office? Keanu Reeves only speaks 300 words in the entire movie. That's like, I'm not going to do the math, but it's like $300,000 per word or something like that. And then the quote tweet was like, I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure he does some other stuff too. Isn't this my business? Oh, it must be that. Squeep. I didn't see that. Thanks for telling me about it. You're welcome. That's what, I'm here to surface the good tweets from the For You tab. They Marvelified John Wick 4. It was hard to watch it for 3 hours. Listen, I haven't seen the movie. Your criticism might be valid, but I respond to your criticism in a glib way that it's offensive. Anything I don't like is Marvel now. Can you move this tree, dude? I can't see. Everything Everywhere All at Once, even though it deals with the multiverse, obviously not Marvel, because I like it. John Wick 4, not a single purple guy with a golden glove filled with magical stones. It's Marvel, though. Okay, how about this? There actually was one of those guys. I haven't seen it. No spoilers, please. No spoilers. Only I'm allowed to spoil. This looks like the OVO pop-up in Vancouver now. Let me get a cabinet with drawers. If you've ever been inside like a luxury store, I know we're going to be selling cheap gifts, but this is basically what it looks like. It's a building with one rack of clothes in the middle and one cash register sitting on a cardboard box in one corner. And then you bring a shirt to the front and they go, that'll be $1,100 cash or card. And you go, fucking card? Are you crazy? I carry $1,100 in cash on me? Have you lost your mind? It's 2023. Do you think I am? 60? Ladies and gentlemen, we have not done it. There you go. Stack of shopping baskets. Obviously, those go right here. Gotta be honest, it's a pretty impressive storefront, right? There you go. Peak efficiency. We should put a wall up here so it's like, oh, I wonder what's happening out. Well, because you know another thing that happens sometimes in a luxury store, the store looks like it's this big, and then you go there and you're like, oh, I want to buy this, and they're like, right this way, Mr. Wick, and they like open up like a hidden wall, and there's like chairs, and they're like, do you want a cup of coffee or something? And you're like, no, I came in here looking for a belt. It really makes the customer feel special. Okay, get this out of here. We need to go to the wholesaler and purchase cheap gifts. And maybe we can spool up to expensive later. Cheap jewelry, thank you. Cheap jewelry. Excuse me, I have the right of way, pedestrian. I have the right of way. Don't forget paper bags. Bro, they'll just like wear it out or something. We can buy paper bags here anyway, I think. Maybe Costco has a room like that. I hope they would tell me if it was as an executive member. I'm still, dude, I had to like, my wife and I had some words last night. She was like, why are you so excited that we got $14 cash back from our Costco executive membership? And I was like, That's because we only spend $10 a month on the executive membership. So the $4.50 that is extra is basically like they're paying us to shop there, as long as you ignore that we spent like $700 there in the first place in order to get the $14 cash back. But that we were spending money on things that we used anyway, so we were going to spend it regardless. And then she's like, yeah, but that's only like a bubble tea. And I was like, yeah, but you'd be buying the bubble tea anyway. So it's like it's a bubble tea that you would normally have gotten in the first place, but now you don't have to pay for it. 50 pieces, $7,000. Holy, dude. We did it. We've had a very small amount of Costco breakage, I will admit. Because they forced us to buy, I thought we could buy 6 muffins because they come in packs of 6. And when we got to the front, they were like, these only come in 12s. And I was like, I mean, in my head, I was like, then your ass should put them in packs of 12 instead of packs of 6. But anyway, so now they gave us 12 muffins. And I was trying to eat them like within reason. We still only ate like 7 of 12 muffins. But you know what it means is like I'll never buy muffins again at Costco. Instead, we bought croissants this time. The muffins are fine. I got nothing against the muffins. Me and my baby cannot eat 12 muffins before they go bad. I was eating some like after they staled out. Relax, buddy. I'm working here. You can put them in the freezer. I'm not the freezer for me. We've been using it a little bit more because of necessity, because of our Costco membership. But to be honest with you, the freezer is where I send food to die. If I'm like, I don't want to eat you, but I also don't want to throw you out because then there would be like the pain of me having wasted the money buying you in the first place. I'm like, I'll just put you in the freezer and then maybe I'll eat you one day. And then like a year and a half later, I'm like, when was the last time I bought this? This must be old as hell. And then I just throw it in the garbage, basically. If I cook something that freezes, then I put it in the freezer. But if I like buy something from the store and before it goes bad, I throw it in the freezer, I'm like, it's never coming back, I'm sorry to say. There's no coming back from that. If 4 saran wrapped Costco Kirkland Signature banana chocolate chip muffins end up in my freezer, it's over. Hang on. Some more cheap jewelry. Is it rude to ask if Blood Bowl's coming back? I wouldn't say Blood Bowl's coming back. I definitely wouldn't say it's rude. The thing is, after one of our games, a couple of weeks ago, I uninstalled it. I got my ass beat. And chat the entire time was only 2 messages. One of them was like, I'm bored. The other one was like 1 in 10 people was like, you've made a horrendous mistake. And I said, this shit is just not a fit. So I got rid of it. Gotta say, it's a nice looking store here. Okay, so I'm going to work here, but I have to drive here, which is rough for me. Average, oh no, my average daily income is only marginally worse than my donut shop, which is actually open, and this place hasn't even opened yet. Let me, we're gonna go, you know what, maybe it's nice to have a commute in New York. Because, I mean, I guess we could walk, as long as we left 3 hours early. Business, I'm not going to call it Family Jewels anymore, if possible. What have I done? I've double-clicked and It's been set as a destination. Okay, I would like to change the name of my business because I didn't realize that I stole it from Sips. But whatever, it is. I guess it is what it is. Schedule. I'm going to say that it should be open from 10 to 6. That seems like a pretty reasonable... We should make it for all days, please. Business is closed today. Wrong. It's 10 to 6. 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 And 10 to 6. Seems like reasonable hours for a jewelry store. Also gives us time to buy groceries if we need to. I don't want to park here, though. I'm realizing it's $5 an hour to park here, right? What about this? Can I park here? That's just considered illegal. All right. Why no weekends? Hang on. Take me back here. Set destination. Oh, why no weekends off is probably what you meant. That makes more sense to me. I meant why no weekends off? It's all right. I remember when I first got the internet, I paid by the letter as well. They always keep my spot open. I don't even need to get out the pylons. I don't want to move my bed over there because I think it's going to... Because maybe this is just nonsense, but to me it feels like it not being in a storage room is going to be bad for the interior score. But I could be wrong. Sidestep the question? Well, the reason I'm not giving my guy weekends is because he doesn't have anything to do on the weekends anyway. Like, his ass might as well work. The only other thing he can do is stand up and watch television in one of his own stores. Like, there's no... I want a weekend because honestly, there's like a little balance that happens. You get sick of working by Friday. And then you're like, oh, I'm so glad it's the weekend. And then, like, Saturday, Sunday, spend a lot of time with the family, run errands. And then, like, by the 25th hour of reading Dr. Seuss stories, I'm like, my ass needs to go back to work. I'm sick of Dr. Seuss. That's why Monday comes around and I'm jazzed to be here. But digitally speaking, I don't know. Like, this guy, he's just a vessel to get this number up, I guess. So, like, it's not like he has anything meaningful to do with his weekends regardless. Let me, gotta get to work by 10 a.m. Yeah, they should let you start a family in this game. How is Canada number 3 on the list of Earth overshoot days? Info request. What is an Earth overshoot day? He doesn't know. It's true. I don't know. What is an Earth overshoot day? When a country consumes more than the Earth can replace? Oh yeah, we're like a big consuming nation. Like, we have the consumption habits of the United States, but also a lot of the country is colder, so we use a lot of resources for electricity and heat and, you know, oil and so on and so forth. We're definitely a high consuming nation. My ass just got to sit here for 2 hours? I didn't even bring anything over, did I? Zoop. Taxi to work might be cheaper than 8 hours parking. Oh, very sensible. Hang on, isn't this... Aren't we close enough to the furniture store? I'm hoping that they have, like, a cleaning... No, that's a pretty long trip, brother. Let's just see. It's just day one. It doesn't have to be perfect right away. You can take the subway, too. Assign yourself. You should assign yourself. How we doing? We sold 27 gifts. At $160 a gift? Can I get a quick math check? How much, or sorry, jewelry. How much did we spend for 50 gifts was like $7,000. So it was like 120, 50 jewelry was 120. 50 jewelry was 7,100. So we're paying like 115 per jewelry, 45 times. I think we made like $1,000 today. Bit quick back of the napkin calculator. How do can I call a taxi? Contacts. Oh, taxi! Please take me to my other workplace. $41? Oh, my car! You're right, it's actually, it's like cheap, it's the same price to take the taxi that it is to park my car there for 8 hours. But now my car is parked there. I gotta go back. Yeah, one day off might be sensible to run my errands, but opens in 14 hours. That's fine. I understand. I made a mistake. I will go to sleep. It's 8 p.m. Time to get my 10 hours in. Family Jewels. Made $960 today. Pretty good back of the napkin calculation. 100% success on pricing. Means we're raising the price. $200. Let's see how they feel about $200 instead. They hate the interior, but you know, it's only been open for like a day. Doesn't have to be perfect after one day. I need a shopping basket to grab one item of fresh food. I don't even have anything in my bag. See, now it's too complicated. Now I gotta get a basket. I gotta put stuff in it as well. Okay, taxi. Here's our day today. You're gonna taxi me to my own store. We're gonna get in our car and drive back to our other store. I know this city like the back of my hand. I'm a true New Yorker now. One thing about New York, you never stop at a red light. Also, wait, I have to open up Google Maps real quick. This city is nothing like New York. Looks pretty New York to me. There's fire escapes everywhere. That's like one of the major hallmarks of New York, in my opinion. Fire escapes. People wearing very, like, puffy jackets. No alleys. Very, very limited amount of alleys. Everything closing at 7 is very New York as well. I didn't know that. I thought that was a Vancouver thing. Bodega cats. Let me get the cleaning station, please. Someone said my experience in New York is getting yelled at for only tipping 10%. I don't know. The tipping discourse, it went to a bad place on Twitter. It wasn't with me. It was America versus Europe. It's I don't want to get involved with it, okay? Deserved? I didn't do anything. My take on tipping is that I do think that tipping is like stupid, but it's like a catch 22. Because if you don't do it, you're like the dickhead. Because it's the way that the system works right now. If you were rebuilding the system from the ground up, you would not have. Just let me check something. We sold 9 cheap jewelry today. That is not good. I'm going to guess the pricing happiness at midnight is probably going to go way down.